Hello, welcome to another video from EarnPed.com. I am Stevie B, happy to have you all with me today. I am here on Next Island. Guess what I'm doing? That's right, I'm killing screechers. Guess what I'm going to be doing till I kill 5,000 screechers? That's right, still killing screechers. So you'll notice we are slowly making some progress. So, wanted to bang out another video for you guys. I'm actually starting to kind of like some of the rules for CRP 2023. This one is very, very special because I can only do this one time. I mean, I guess I could technically do it more than once. But I wanted to make a video covering another in-game item that we really don't talk about very often. An in-game item that kind of falls by the wayside. And I want to thank Kat for making this video possible. I actually left something I needed on Calypso. So she was kind enough to help me out, and I really appreciate that. Kat is always stellar. She's always top notch. So today I want to talk about something that a lot of people just throw in their inventory, or that they don't really give a second thought to unless they happen to need it right then and there. So before we get to it, let us hear from our special guest today, and let's see if they have anything to say.
Oh, yeah. A.
That's right, A is for animal. Well, we appreciate you being with us today, Animal, and you know what? You're absolutely right, my man. Every animal should have a name. If you have an in-game pet, it does not naturally come with a name. It just comes with its basic description name that is its in-game inventory name, just whatever the game calls it. But you can customize your pet's name. So this is my robot Easter Bunny pet Regilite. And if we look, show pet status, I can see all the status about my pet, blah, 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 the date I acquired it, 4/21/2023, all that good stuff. I can see the passive effects, all that good stuff. But what if I don't want my pet just called Robot Easter Bunny Regilite? What if I want to give it a more personalized name? What if I really want to truly make it mine? Well then, like Animal said, I can't just have it be called Animal. I need it to actually have a name. So today's video, I want to talk all about pet name tags. So this is something that most people just throw into their inventory, into their storage, and don't give a second thought to. This item is very simple, very straightforward. It only has one purpose in game, but it's a very important purpose. The pet name tag is simply used to name your pet. And if you'll notice, it looks almost like a little dog tag on a little chain. This isn't the type of chain that a dog tag would come on, but it does kind of look like almost like a soldier's dog tag, just on a different chain. A more sturdy chain, a thicker chain. So, it literally only does one thing. The only thing this will do is allow you to name your pet. It does not do anything else. There is nothing super special about it. However, the function that it serves is extremely important because it takes a pet from just being a random pet that you have to really truly making it yours. And the Next Island development team has done so much to make Next Island a place where players want to be. They have done so much to turn this planet around. As I've said before, if I'm going to be your biggest critic when you screw something up, I also want to be your biggest fanboy when you do something right. So, in honor of the Next Island development team, and in honor of the fact that this robot Easter Bunny pet is easily the best pet that I currently have in game, it's got all these really cool buffs: increased pet focus generation, auto loot, increased critical damage. It's a very, very valuable pet. It's the most valuable pet I have. It's the most useful pet I have. And in honor of the fact that the Next Island development team has done so much to fix Next Island and to make it a destination where players want to come, where we have opportunities to make ped, where the loot that we get has demand, has markup, has uses, I want to take this opportunity, since I'm talking all about the pet name tag today, and I want to actually name my robot bunny pet that I got from the Regilite chain this cute little guy right here, I want to take a moment to name Bunny Pet Friend in honor of the Next Island development team. So, we're going to not only talk about the use of the pet name tag, we're going to use one. So, I have the pet spawned. I'm going to right click, and normally I can hit view info, which is what we've been doing. But I can right click and I can copy the link. I can see market value, or I can use. Now, the market value, to be honest, guys, these things don't have market value. The only kind of market value these are going to have is like if somebody just happens to need one and they don't have one on them for some reason, and they're just willing to more or less grab one for some reason for like a pet. Like literally when Kat just gave me one because I left mine on Callie, she was just going to give it to me. I just threw her ped for the trouble of even running to storage and grabbing it for me. So really, really appreciate it. But this isn't something where you're just going to be able to get these pet name tags and throw them on auction and make money. They're just vastly too plentiful. You get them all the time when you open boxes. So the only demand and markup you're going to see is just from simply convenience fees. That's all it is. So please do not misunderstand that just because pet name tags have a markup chart, that somehow they have demand, they have markup, and you can like buy, sell, trade these. You can't. You cannot give these things away. It just happens to be rare circumstances where sometimes you're on the wrong planet at the wrong time and you left them somewhere else and you need one, like me today. I wanted to make this video on Next Island. I want to name this pet on Next Island, so it was simply a convenience fee. So in keeping with telling you guys all about the pet name tags, more or less just I'm telling you to ignore this markup chart and just know that the only time you will ever be able to sell pet name tags is if you're just getting a convenience fee out of it. If you're just helping somebody out, doing them a solid, and they decide to throw you a few peck for helping out. So if I right click, the only other thing I can do is hit use. So we're going to use it, and we're actually going to name our pet. So, Animal, before we do you have any thoughts on what we should name our pet?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Space.
No, we're not going to name it Space. We're not going to name it Space. That would be a potentially good name for a pet. However, that's not what we're going to go with here. Because we're not actually in space, we're on Next Island. And this is all about Next Island, the development team, the great job they've been doing, and obviously covering the pet name tag itself for CRP 2023. So we're going to go ahead and use. And let's try and pick a pet name. We're going to rename pet. We're going to rename it Next Island. Running out of spaces already. Okay, so let's shorten that. NI Dev Team. Next Island Dev Team. That is going to be our pet's new name. Develop pet names 3 to non-consecutive dashes, underscores, or apostrophes are also allowed. That's the first character. Okay. Won't let me use that for some reason. Why won't it let me use that? Next Island Dev Team. Maybe it's too many. Maybe it's too many letters. NI Dev Team. It's gotta be less than 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11. No, it's 11. Let's see if I put it all together. Bam! NI Dev Team. There we go. No spaces. So, my pet is now renamed NI Dev Team. Next Island Dev Team is the official name of Robot Bunny Pet. So if you'll notice that when we named the pet, before we named it, the pet name tag was in our carried inventory. And then we hit the use function, name the pet, and now it is gone. It has been consumed. So an interesting feature of the pet name tags is they are a consumable item, which this makes sense because before you name the pet, you have the name tag. After you name the pet, essentially in your head, think of it as your pet is now wearing its little name tag, and now it actually has its little name. So even though I can't zoom in on the pet, even though there's not actually a graphic on it, there we go, I can zoom in a little bit. I've essentially taken the pet name tag from my carried inventory. I have used it, I have consumed it. So in the game it's gone, but you can imagine that now there's a little name tag hanging around the neck of a little bunny pet over here. And on that little name tag, if I was to reach down, pick it up, and read it, it would say NI Dev Team. So this Regilite bunny pet has now been named NI Dev Team. That's our little bunny pet friend right there. Now everybody in the world will be able to see it whenever they look at him and whenever they just hover over him. So notice if I hover over him, now the pet name tag shows his name to the world. So he's happy, he's hopping around. Let's do some tricks to celebrate Next Island Dev Team, little bunny friend. So we're going to bow. Oh, look at that. Isn't that so cute? And let's see if we can roll it over. Oh, isn't that cute? Now, this is why I love the pet name tags. Let's do a little happy dance. Because it takes it from just being a generic pet that I got somehow, whether I bought it, whether I tamed it, whatever. And it really truly makes it mine. And that is at the heart of Entropia, what we want to do with this game. We want to all try and take the game and make it ours in our own way. And that's one of the reasons that we do CRP every year, is to try and take the aspects of the game that we love the most and showcase them to the world, so the world can see not only all the great work that the Next Island Dev Team has been doing here on Next Island, but to show you guys all the opportunities, all the things that you can do, all the items you can interact with in game that will allow you to take Entropia and really truly make it your own, so that you can then use it to help meet your own personal in-game goals, whether that is something community related, event related, skill related, monetary related, as far as like pet goals, stuff like that. So that is what we really try and do. And the pet name tag really does not get a fair shake because it's such an overlooked item, because most people just get a big giant stack of them, opening boxes, and throw them in their storage. I've even seen people just give them away before, or TT them, because they're not part of the quote-unquote real cash economy, in the aspect of there's no demand, therefore there's no markup, therefore it's usually an afterthought. And it really is an item that deserves more appreciation than what it gets. It's usually just thrown in storage like junk, when in reality the pet name tags are very important. This game would be very boring if every single Regilite bunny that you saw was named Regilite Bunny. This would be an incredibly boring game, and an incredibly boring community if that was the case. So the pet name tag is one of those things that allows us to take parts of the game and really truly make it our own. So notice that I no longer have Regilite Bunny. Now I have Next Island Dev Team. So let's see if Next Island Dev Team will bow for Stevie. Yes, yes we will. Isn't that cute? It's the cutest little thing ever. Oh, I love this pet. They did such a good job making it. The dev team on Next Island has truly done a great job, and I really appreciate them not just doing a great job with the economy, with the planet. I really appreciate them doing a great job with community recognition program every year, specifically this year, and allowing us to do things like showcase individual items in depth, like pet name tags, and shine a spotlight on those items in game that people either overlook, don't think about, or vastly misunderstand. So that really means a lot. I really appreciate that they do that. But guys, this is the community recognition program. This is not the content creator recognition program. Okay? So what I mean by that is I want you guys to use these CRP videos as a way to talk to the Next Island development team. I want you guys to use these videos as a way that you guys can share with them about what you guys like about Next Island, what you guys like about Entropia, about the kind of content you guys like to see, about the kind of streams you're willing to tune into, about the kind of events you're willing to participate in, about the kind of videos you want to watch, about the kind of things you would like to see happen on Next Island. I want you guys to use these videos I'm putting out for CRP as your chance to talk back directly to the real NI dev team, not the bunny pet, the actual people making the planet run, making the game work. I know they will watch these videos. I know they will see the comments on these videos. So guys, this is your time to get your voice heard. Do you guys like watching the music videos that have been submitted for CRP? Or would you rather see a different type of video? Do you guys like seeing videos where I cover specific things like pet name tags? Or would you guys rather see different types of videos? What kind of streams do you guys like to watch? Is there something about Next Island that you guys think has been greatly improved or could continue to improve? Do you like the current pets on Next Island? Would you like to see more pets, less pets, anything and everything Entropia related? Put it in the comments on these videos, because this is about the entire community. Without you guys, without the community, I wouldn't have a YouTube channel. So this isn't the content creator program, this is the community recognition program. So just like I'm spotlighting pet name tags in this video, I want you guys to be able to use the comment section to spotlight whatever you want to spotlight, and know that the official development team for Next Island will be reading those comments. So guys, that's everything you ever want to know, and probably more than you ever want to know about pet name tags. But I'm really glad I got to make this one, because I got to actually use a pet name tag, which I've only been able to do 2 or 3 times in my entire career, and to be able to do on such an amazing pet as the Regilite Bunny pet, and to be able to name the pet in honor of the Next Island development team, knowing that it's got all these amazing buffs, amazing features, and is going to be my sidekick in this game for a very, very long time. That is really cool that I can do all that with a pet name tag, and do it here on Next Island, and do it as part of CRP 2023. So guys, I'm going to leave it there for today. A big thanks to Animal for being our special guest today. Brother, you're always amazing. We really appreciate all your help. I might even have to use your recommendation, and I might end up getting me a pet sometime named Space. I would just have to find the right pet to do it with. So guys, we'll leave it there. Head over to earnped.com, because when you earn, we earn. That's by far the best way you guys can help support us. Simply use the links on the website to go to hideout.tv. Hideout will then automatically add us as a redemption option for your points. Guys, hit all 3 of those buttons that us YouTubers tell you about. Subscribe to the channel, because that's a big deal. Like each video, because there's always a hater waiting to hit dislike. And hit that bell icon so you know every single time we post new content. And by doing that, if you will take just a second to hit all 3 of those buttons, it doesn't cost you a thing. Our videos will get a lot of exposure. They will be put in front of people who play PC games, MMOs, and real cash economy games, and it will probably be the first time most of those people have ever heard of Entropia. They start watching our videos, they start watching the channel. Next thing you know, they start playing the game. There are people in-game right now who are only in-game because that's exactly what happened. And it's all because you guys hit those buttons. They could be friends of yours, society mates. They may have even already bought something off you on auction before. And because you guys take that second to click those 3 buttons, we get the exposure that we need, which A, helps us, but it helps the game, the community, the economy, and it may even help you, and you never even know it. So do it. So guys, we will leave it there for today. Sip, sip, smack, smack, you know the rest. We really appreciate the Next Island development team. We're glad we can now immortalize them with a bunny pet. So let's see if we can get them to do another trick for us. Yeah, isn't that the cutest little thing ever? And we will be back with more content for you later this week. Till then, take care, guys.